I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. And that's a scary thought. I'm 26, turned 26 last month, and yeah, the past almost decade since I graduated high school, which is an insane thing to say, um, has been strange. Like, I graduated high school at 17 in May of 2017. Um, and since then, I've kind of just been here, if that makes sense. Like, I was raised by my dad. Mom died when I was like really young. Never really knew her. So I don't really know my mom's side of the family. They do try to reach out, but I don't know, distant, a loner, a piece of shit that doesn't want to reach back out to the other side of their family. I don't know what to call it. Yeah. I didn't have anyone else in my family that like went to college. I mean, my nephew did, but we're only 4 months apart. So I feel like that doesn't count. Yes, me and my nephew are 4 months apart. There's a 20-year age gap between me and my brothers and me and all the rest of my siblings. And then they wonder why I don't speak to them. That's weird. They're basically old enough to be my parent. And that's been hard because I'm not an only child. There's six of us total. But unfortunately, that 20-year age gap goes crazy. And in 20 years, our dad did not change. I'm not going to get into that right now. The first time I moved out, I was 19 and I went across the country to Utah. I had a friend named Katie. Hi, Katie. If you see this, hope you're doing well. Hope your husband's good. Hope your sister's well. Hope your mom is well. And your brother. Hope everyone's doing good. 10 months was how long I lasted. I lie and tell everyone that I came home because of COVID, which I got back home February of 2020. Like, we just barely made it back. Um, but I hated Utah. Let me let me clarify. I didn't hate Utah per se. I hated that there was no one around. And like, there were people around for sure, but I felt so fucking isolated. And that's not to, Lucy and Katie's fault. Those are my roommates. It's not their fault. I think it was me. But also, at the time, I was undiagnosed bipolar. So looking back in hindsight, a lot of the shit that went down makes sense. This is my formal apology. If you see this, I'm sorry. If you want to talk about it, we could chat. There's my Instagram in the description box. It wasn't just me. I'm not saying that. I wasn't the only problem. It was all of us. Very toxic environment. But then I came home in March. No, February 2020. And then in March of 2020, the world kind of shut down. And I was just getting out of a really shitty relationship, which, you know who you are. I'm not saying your name. We're not that far yet in therapy. If I see you, it's on site. I'm letting you know that right now. It is on site. Okay. Hope you, your wife, and your kid are happy. I don't know. It's been a rough time of just trying to figure out who I am and who I'm supposed to be, my goals, my dreams, my hopes, my aspirations. It's a lot. They say your frontal lobe doesn't like fully develop until you hit 25. And I guess, I just needed an extra year because my birthday is in September, so it's late. Um, but yeah, that shit is hitting now. And it's so strange. This is the second, no, third time I've moved out, actually, if we're being technical. First time was to Utah, made it 10 months. The second time I stayed with my sister, not my actual sister, my best friend Kalia, who I claim is my sister. Loud ass engine for what? Yeah, Kalia has been more of a sister to me than my actual siblings, but once again, I haven't tried to form a relationship with them, so I am a little bit biased. But I lived with her and her partner for like a couple months, and then I came back home again. And both of those times, I felt like a failure because I couldn't make it on my own. And now here I am, moved out again for the third time, and I've been here 11 months. This is the longest that I have not lived at home. And I keep saying at home. It's not home anymore. It's the longest I've lived without my dad. We don't have to unpack that right now. We could save that for another time. Don't worry. Me and my therapist are working on it. And I'm supposed to be in class right now. Specifically my Korean class. Um, yeah, foreign languages were just never my thing. I did French in high school. Um, Bonjour, je m'appelle Morgan. That's all I got. I couldn't even tell you anything else. I could say hi and introduce myself in Korean. 안녕하세요. 저는 Morgan입니다. That's that's all I got. I have my associate's degree, and this is like my first proper semester at UCF. And now I'm like thinking I was not cut out for the real world. In alphabetical order, I have a B, a C, a D, and an F, and I'm only taking 4 classes. Just as a quick update, it's now 3 Bs and a C. We were just really going through something at the time. Um, which I do have the opportunity to get caught back up, but we're post midterms, and I'm just like, my fucking God. It's a lot of stress because I'm trying to get into the graphic design program. I want to be a UX designer. I have a certificate from a Google program that I did back in 2022, and I want to make something of myself, but I'm starting to lose hope, faith. That's a scary thought. That's an extremely scary thought. But yeah, here I am, 26, and I feel like I've failed in my lifetime about 1,000 times over. Nobody prepares you for this shit. And I've just been trying to figure it out by myself, which I will say, maybe in this moment I feel like a failure. Is that feeling gonna last forever? Don't know. Another quick update. Still feel like a failure, but I think that's the bipolar talking, not it's me. Yeah. But I did get my associate's degree while working 2 jobs and doing 4 or 5 classes a semester. I did that. My car got repoed. I have another one paid in cash, and she's reliable. It's my bitch Bella. I'll show you a picture of her. That's my bitch Bella. My goal, she's gonna get repainted. My car before was a silver Nissan Juke. I loved that car down. That was my dream car from when I was a kid. But you know, life kind of just happens. Being unmedicated is a hell of a thing. We're working on getting back on the meds. Ruby, my therapist, if you see this, I'm working on it. Okay? Give me time. What was I saying? I completely forgot. Something about me not fucking with having a white car. It's essentially it. I want to get her like green or something, like a sage green. It's my favorite color. Before it was like blue, and then before that I was obsessed with purple. But now we're like an earthy toned girly. Another one of the things that I really wanted to do, like I had dreams and goals as a kid, like everyone did. Like when I was really younger, mind you, I live in Florida, specifically Orlando. Cape Canaveral's not that far of a drive. And I remember being a kid and watching the shuttle launches on TV. And I was like, oh my God, I want to be an astronaut. And like a couple months later, they shut down the space program. So that was sick. And then I wanted to be a writer. My dad put me into this like after school program for creative writing, and I loved it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be a writer. I'm going to be an English major. And then 2013 happened, and everyone wanted to be a YouTuber. Now I was like 12, 13 in 2013. I'm 26 now, and I still kind of really want to be a YouTuber. That's always seemed like so much fun. Like, you know what it is? It's the living vicariously through other people, which is why I have over like 5,000 hours in The Sims. But yeah, I don't know. I've always been a creative. And I remember taking like computer classes in middle school and like doing video editing and like music and like composite. Like I was in Jesus Christ. By the time my senior year of high school came around, I had 6 electives and one fucking math class, which they fucked up my transcripts and made me take a math class that I didn't need to take, and I would have graduated a whole year early. That's besides the point. I was in video production. Second period was math. Third period, I think, was orchestra, theater, and theater tech back to back because I did light design and I loved that. I think it was music production or music composition. Miss Craig Evans, if you see this, remind me of what that class was because I can't remember for the life of me. Anyways, long story short, I spent a good majority of my high school year, more so my senior year, in that goddamn performance arts building. And I'm just now coming to the realization that I've lost the passion for doing things that I love. Like, I swear to God, I was going to go to school for light design. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to design lights for theaters, for performances, for concerts. And then I also wanted to do photography, and I just had so much that I wanted to do. And I feel like this is going to be redundant because I know there's people who are older than me out there still doing the things they want to do. Okay. This is just me being extremely hypercritical of myself. Okay. I feel like my peak has passed. Should have never dated that boy in high school. I should have known. I should have known that it was going to be a problem because all of my friends in high school were all like, I don't like him. Kalia, the one who I brand as my sister, man, every day. Why are you with him? I don't like him. Something about him just irks me. I don't fuck with him. And I should have listened to her. Would have saved me 5 years of a really shitty relationship going down the fucking drain. That's 5 years of my life that I can't get back. And like I said, we're healing. We're almost over it. If he died, I'd be so completely over it. I'm not wishing death upon him. But if he were to somehow perish, I think I would heal faster. That's just me. That's just me. I don't know. I feel like I've wasted a lot of time trying to mold myself into who everyone thinks I'm supposed to be, as opposed to just being myself. You really do waste a lot of time trying to fit to everyone else's standards. And honestly, if I don't get into the graphic design program, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not. Am I going to be super heartbroken about it and want to, myself? Probably. I have to iterate that this is a joke. This is a joke. I'm trying to be funny. Please don't get me Baker acted again. Okay, I'm all right. I'm fine. But life's going to go on. There's a web and interactive, whatever the fuck degree I could get. That's basically similar to what I want to do. Or I could go back to English. I loved writing, still do love writing. My Wattpad went crazy back in the day, okay? Oh my gosh, is that my Shein package? Yes, I still shop from Shein, okay? I'm poor. And it's only fast fashion if you're buying it and tossing it out. Please shut the fuck up. Respectfully. Respectfully, please shut. That's what I meant. Respectfully. But yeah, there's so much I want to do. Like, I want to be a multifaceted person. I want to get my major in graphic design and English and journalism and art and video production and film. Like, I really think I'm just meant to be a creative. But like being within the confines and a restriction, it was my Shein package. Hold on, we're gonna come back to this thought. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, working a job is not for me. Okay. Like, I don't know. I can't see myself working for someone else for the rest of my life. And everyone's all like, "Oh, well, start your own business." I can't see myself doing that either. But you know what I could see myself doing? Sitting here in front of a camera and talking to it instead of going to my therapy sessions. Ruby, I'm going to reschedule eventually. Just give me some time. And editing it and uploading it for the world to see. Like, it's strange. I feel like this is the most open and honest I've been with myself in years. And that's terrifying because do I really know who I am? No. I have an inkling, a suspicion. That looks wrong. Oh, I had to turn my camera around because my phone overheated because it's in direct sunlight. It's very chill out here right now. But give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna fix that. That's somewhat better, I guess. You could see more of my face. It's not gonna be super consistent, but oh well. What was I saying? Yeah, I have like a lingering suspicion about who I'm supposed to be as a person, but like I really don't have it figured out. And I wish I did. I feel like life would be so much easier if I did. The one thing that I know consistently is that I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, unfortunately, which is so stupid. Like, fun fact, it's October 14th now. Yesterday, October 13th, Dan and Phil finally announced that they've been together since basically the moment they met. Like, I was in the One Direction fandom.
For all intents and purposes, I'm going to cut this out because I know this topic starts a lot of drama in the 1D fandom. And if we want to have a civilized discussion, okay, about what 12, 13, 14-year-old me thought, my Twitter will be in the description. I will personally make a Twitter and we could have a civilized discussion. Thank you.
I don't know. Those are two people that I've watched since I was a kid. I dabble in Smosh now. I've watched Jackie Aina since forever. Arnett, like there are so many people who I watch and rewatch on a regular basis, and I'm like, how do I gain the confidence and the energy that they have? Yeah, this got really sad before it got happy. I'm so sorry. Open table honesty hour was the best way to introduce myself. Yeah. So hi, Morgan. I'm 26. I think I'm failing at life, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I don't know what's gonna go on here. I really don't. This is gonna be my creative outlet. Because one thing I'm like definitely certain about is that I was meant to do something creative with my life, and I'm gonna use this as my creative outlet. Yeah, I feel like that's a good plan. And in the meantime, we'll figure out what we're supposed to be doing with the rest of our life. I don't I don't know. What I do know though is that I have to go finish my project for my design class. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. Y'all could sit here and ponder about what the fuck I've been talking about for the past, I don't know, 20 minutes.